February 9th, 3:43 a.m. Hottie Clinic. Uiuiui. Intensivstation. Oh. Bam, Leute. Oh. I'm still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. Damit herzlich willkommen, Leute. Zurück zu Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, Episode 5. Bridge Turnabout. Yeah. Ich bin a little bit ercolded, ja. Nehme aber trotzdem auf. Was vielleicht nicht die geilste Idee ist, aber hey. Vielleicht hört man es auch gar nicht mehr. Was gut wäre. Vielleicht ein bisschen. Ja, ein bisschen nasal, zumindest in meinem inneren Kopf. Ne, wie sagt man dem? Meine innere Stimme klingt zumindest noch ein bisschen nasal. Ob es äußerlich noch so klingt, keine Ahnung. Aber ja. Das heißt, ich werde jetzt meine Gesundheit wieder komplett zerficken. Wo ich doch gerade sehr gut genesen bin. Aber hey, alles für das Let's Play. Ja. It's the first case my mentor, Mia Fey, had ever handled in a court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Ja, den haben wir durchgespielt. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here? This isn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. But I ended up catching a cold. Same, brother. Also, nicht das mit dem Fluss, aber hey, du, es war fast genauso schlimm. That seemed to knock me around the world and back. Feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns and my head is on fire. But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. But I know that he will be able to help me with him somehow. Wir stehen hier zur Seite, Phoenix. Dusky Bridge. Right, are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look a little green in the face. Maybe Viridian in artist speak. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. How's the temperature now? Only 102.2 degrees, nothing to worry about. Das müsste ich eigentlich gar nicht schauspielern, könnte ich direkt so, aber ich lasse es mal. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive, despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Yeah. In the end, the Shichishito did not deliver the deadly blow. Which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Another sword, huh? Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll take up the murder weapon myself, or I'll leave my coat. Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. That is probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into. And that is our client's background, naturally. You mean Iris, sir? I have the feeling that we've met before. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other. And since I probably won't be getting that from you, I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I'll bid you adieu, right? Take care. Guess I should get moving too. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I've gotta get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across the other side. Ah, that's right. Maya is still stuck over at the inner temple. But don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out, I promise. But in the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence. Alrighty. Gucken wir uns mal die Brücke an. Sehr sicher abgeriegelt. That thing looks like it's ready to collapse, at least more than it did before. According to Bikini, Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes. Which reminds me, if my memory serves me correctly, Atrof isn't exactly a fan of earthquakes. Tja. Aber der ist jetzt weg. Ja, das Spiel müssen wir jetzt nicht nochmal angucken. Ja, ich glaube nicht. Gehen wir doch mal in die Heavenly Hall. Was Neues. Nee. Looks like no one's here. Larry! Loris! I was sure he'd be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. Okay. Haben wir hier eigentlich schon alles angeguckt? Haben wir überhaupt was angeguckt? Ich glaube nicht, oder? I don't know. Look at this graffiti. Scrawled right on the front of the shack. Graffiti? Das ist ein Poster, würde ich jetzt sagen, oder? At least he managed to get a pretty good likeness. When I really think about it, I guess art kind of suits him. Das hat er selber gemacht? Das ist nicht schlecht. I mean, his very existence is an art of sorts. Ja, komm, also der Rest ist ja wohl nicht interessant, oder? Das ist Bullshit alles. Oder was, ist hier irgendwas im Schnee da? Das sieht irgendwie so komisch aus hier. Kann ich eh nicht. Da ist das Menü im Weg. Menü ist too strong. Ja, dann ab zum Main Gate. Come on, please. It's for art's sake, I swear. There's only one guy I know who could be this persistent and high-strung. I'm talking about the heroine here. Ich weiß gar nicht, wie man das ausspricht. Es klingt halt... also das Wort im Englischen sieht halt falsch aus. Wenn man das... Ja, das spricht man das Heroin? No, nein, es ist schon Heroin. Auch wenn das halt wie Heroin klingt. It'll make you famous. Ach so, ja. Enough. A fool's who foolishly accepts the foolishness of a fool's fool. Ich glaube, da... Okay. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Huh? Me? Wait a second. I know you. You're, Ow! Your reflexes and mind need to shape up. My brain's frying like a sunny side up and you want to grill me over a name? Francie, you can't do that. Even as you speak, Nick's on the brink of death, or so I'm told. Whip a dead horse. Isn't that one of your American sayings? No, it's not. I'm not on the brink of anything. Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? Tell her she needs to model for my new picture book, Francie's Whippity Whip Trip. Also, to be honest, yeah. Before you ask me to model, learn to give at least semi-coherent testimony. And before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. I don't care what anyone says, I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you, whoosh, just like that dude with the red underwear. Red underwear? Wait, what? Don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize. Off he goes. Und nur noch wir beide übrig. It's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix, Wright? Or has it? Ein bisschen mehr rumgehuste. Have you been in Germany all this time? That's right. Extending my perfect wing record. Naturally. Ich werde mich wahrscheinlich noch ein bisschen mehr versprechen wegen der Erkältung, aber hey. Oh joy, sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met? Ja, Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. Ja, I see. Promising career. Germanie. Revenge. Klingt wie ein Zauberspruch. Germanie Revenge. Ja, okay, das ist alles schön und gut hier. Ja, 40 long years. Great man. Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me. Because of what happened to your father. Phoenix, Wright, you will fall before me. This I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear? Yes, Crystal. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. Edgeworth, come to think of it. Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well. Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said this case has a special significance to you. Because it does. And that's precisely why I am here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better. It's probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that it's almost kinda cute. Ow! No smirking! No whipping the sick! That foolish fool doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool. Edgeworth. Make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing, and one thing only. To pulverize you. It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some cold killer eggs, you know. Yeah. I went over the whole case file on the flight over. You read the whole thing? Yes, every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did made it a very interesting read, you know? Attempting to cross a burning bridge, did you even consider the dangers? No. The only thought on my mind was, I have to get across. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. Ramshu said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. Maya, she's got to be okay, I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the inner temple that night. Übrigens, sorry, ich werde wahrscheinlich sehr oft räuspern müssen. Damit ich nicht husten muss. Aber wir schaffen das. Gemeinsam. Ihr und ich. Ja, ich muss mich leider von dir verabschieden, Girl. Ich hab zu tun. Hier ist schön warm. Wobei, warm habe ich eigentlich genug. Main Hall. That was one long sigh. Oh, das war ein Sigh. Okay. Sister Bikini? My, I didn't know you were here. How are you doing? Da wackeln die Backen. You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well. Mystic Elise? Now that I think about it, There's an acolyte stuck at the inner temple. And that poor little girl has gone missing too. That little girl? You don't mean Pearls, do you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident. Pearls? She's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? okay, ja. Ja, ist eigentlich wichtig. Gut, dass keiner der Punkte über Pearls ist, aber okay. I must be getting old. Yeah, same. Feel you. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. Are you talking about your performance at the trial today? You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I will never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull that sword from Mysticalist's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least, I was until this morning. I don't see any cyclops, so she must be telling the truth. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden? You know that artist who testified after me? I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. I felt like I might start flying myself. Yeah, sure. Please do that. When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble. Nothing else. Both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth. They can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the inner temple, is that correct? That's right, I'm sure it was Iris. But Iris claims she was in her room in Hasakura Temple. I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night. But because you did, Maya is stuck all by herself at the inner temple. I'm so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad. I'll bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second. Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know. Earthquakes? Yes, I will be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall. Got to get Maya out of here fast. But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island. It's like an island? How so? Well, the only thing on that side of that bridge is the inner temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest. I see. Also, ja, ein Wald ist jetzt nicht unbedingt, ne? Das ist jetzt nicht keine harte Grenze. Kann man ja auch durch. Aber ich denke mal, ist komplett mit Klippe umschlossen. So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. And as long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there. It means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and with no way of escape either. Oh dear, ah yes. Sorry, da muss ich kurz husten. Da war ich ein bisschen zu excited. Ja. Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. I'm curious about a few things, if you don't mind answering some questions. Oh, do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something? No. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise Donen. I'm afraid I don't know her waist size, or her bust size for that matter. No, I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for a spiritual training. My, you make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know. There, you did it again, Sister Bikini. I noticed you always refer to Miss Donim as Mystic Elise. Oh? Yes, now why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte. We address all our visitors as Mystic. It makes her feel authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know. How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? Ja. Seems Miss Elise Stoneham was no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Miss Stoneham on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. It's all got to be connected somehow. Ich muss mal kurz ein Schlückchen trinken. Huch, was war denn das? Da gab es gerade eine Störung im Bild. War das? Ich habe meine Wasserflasche abgestellt und dann ist das Bild zusammengebrochen. Okay. Naja. Why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess? But please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together. Warum bin eigentlich ich nicht Mystic Wright? Das klingt falsch. Gut, ich bin keine Woman, ich kann das ja gar nicht. Okay. Oh man. My head's throbbing so bad, it's killing me. Pearls, she was with Miss Stoneham on the night of the murder, remember? Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even once after it finished eating dinner. Murder. It didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it? I hope not. According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either. Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. She just has to be there. Come on, Gumshoe. Tell me you'll be done with the repairs soon. Die ist wahrscheinlich ja bei Maya drüben. Muss ja. So, haben wir hier irgendwas zum Grapschen? Es sieht halt alles noch genau gleich aus. Nö. Dann Courtyard. This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. Okay, das klingt nach einer Aufforderung zum alles anklicken. Ja gut, fangen wir mit der Statue an. Ishichishito, it's there in Mystic Army's right hand. But it was proven in court today that it wasn't a murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. Das Blue kann ich nicht. Das ist nix. Die Leiter. The main gate's on the other side of that stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. That's also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Is it possible that Miss Stoneham was pushed from the top of the wall? Weil ich habe schon wieder alles vergessen, was wir deduced haben. Sie wurde ja geschubst, nachdem sie ermordet wurde, ne? Aber wir haben doch noch irgendwas anderes festgestellt, oder? Achso, ja, dass es nicht im Zimmer passiert ist, weil da kein Blut war, ne? Oder? Ich weiß nicht mehr. Es gab viel zu diskutieren. Phoenix wird das alles schon noch in seinem klugen kleinen Schädel drin haben. There are a few of these stone lanterns scattered around in this courtyard. Without a city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must light them now, since Aris can't be here. Miss Stoneham's staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? Sollte es das sein, aber ja, muss es ja fast, weil Blut dran war, ne? Ein bisschen Schlitten fahren. It had quite a bit of snow up there on Eagle Mountain. Around here, the skis aren't just for fun. They're tools for getting around. But the sled, no, that's gotta be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. Yeah. The building up there is the main hall. It was where we were staying. It's kind of funny, because it was built on a very steep slope. If you enter from the main gate side, these rooms above me are on ground floor. Apparently Miss Stoneham was staying in the corner room. I guess that's where she was pushed from that night. Ja, eben nicht, oder? I don't know. It is alles ganz suspekt. Kann ich mal übrigens nochmal das hier angucken alles. Wie wir da auf dem aktuellen Stand sind. Ja, Fingerprints, genau, but it's on a murder weapon. There's a fingerprints on it. Blah blah blah. Tracks photo, crime photo. Sketch. Crystal sphere has blood, okay. Ja, ne, dann... Hey! What was that jarring, inconsiderably loud yell? So this is where you've been? Keeping nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished repair... The bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know. Well, then I'll come along with you and... sorry, ma'am, no unauthorized entry. Access restricted to people involved in the case. What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me. Well, yeah, but that's not what I... It's been a while, Scruffy. It's... Mrs. von Karma. Gut, dass du das nicht vorher gemacht hast, wo er die Brücke noch repariert hat. I guess wir brauchen ihn jetzt nicht mehr. Ist gut. Sister, please leave the investigation to me. My. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. I am on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright? Ow, that hurts, you know. Silence. I, Franziska von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me. She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she? Du folgst ihr. Alles klar, dann... I guess... Let's go. In a temple gate. Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before. They must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick. Oh! That voice! Pearls! Mr. Nick! So you were here ever since that night? I was so lonely I thought I was going to die. When I woke up in the morning and saw that dusky bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone. She was all alone? Must have been very trying for you, little girl. You're... I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I'm here. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Maya last year. Well... I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl with... You're nothing but a little girl without your whip. Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you. Looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Yeah. Ow! Why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Anyway, Pearls? Weren't you with Maya? I'm sorry, it's all my fault. Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls? Wow, Mistake Maya! Zoom. Hey, wait, Pearls! He just ran off. Ow! That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearls acting like that? It's giving me the creeps. I guess I better take another look around since I finally got a chance. Especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Oh ja, hier hat es viel weniger Schnee, oder? Das heißt, der Incinerator wurde wahrscheinlich benutzt, ne? Dann ist alles geschmolzen. Ja. There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Franziska von Karma? I seem to remember. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's impertinence to call people by their full name. I was only copying you. True. Ja, die Kackstatuen, die interessiert ja eh keiner. Denke ich mal. Was haben wir hier noch Schönes? Gar nichts, ne? There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though. Come now, Phoenix Wright, what are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever? That's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that? Ja, ich glaube, hier ist halt wirklich nichts mehr, ne? Ja, Training Hall. Da ist ein Schloss. Ein Cyclock. Holy shit. Maya, hör auf zu lügen. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be in here training. Yet it appears she's nowhere to be seen. Ja, sie ist wahrscheinlich eingeschlossen. What's that? That strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. This door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it. With those chains, it's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secret during a psych lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. Was ist denn hier passiert? Ein Unfall. Da hat wer Soße drauf geschmiert. Oder dickfett abgejist. What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... A woman. I don't see any woman here. There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere, it's a different smell. It's gravy. Ah. Doch nicht drauf gechist. Gut, hätte man auch an der Farbe erkennen können, aber es hätte auch was anderes sein können, was aus der Gegend kommt. What's the matter? This scroll, it's been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes, there is a very appetizing smell in the air. But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I see. No one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? Misty face image is obscured by gravy. Nice. What took you so long? I thought even you'd managed to get here faster than this. Oh, hi. Stimme. Vielleicht geht das sogar easier mit einer Erkältung. Der sieht so aus, als wäre der dauererkältet. I thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this, Mr. Wright. Prosecutor Godot, I didn't know you were here. Prosecutor, how come you didn't show up at the trial today? Could ask you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so... I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough, I believe I have the measure of you. You're the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild mare, Wright? This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, Princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is mine. Hey, Philly, know your role and shut your mouth. Can't stand women like you. I'm only going to say this once, lady, von Wippenberg. Go home. Phoenix Wright! What are you hitting me for? You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Wright. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Godot today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger? Or is it sorrow? You had some important business and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So, what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You see, Wright, I've experienced something most have not. Death. You died? Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say, modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. So you mean that mask you wear is... This ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn-up piece of junk of a body going of regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death. How is that possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, Wright. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me. Well, Phoenix Wright, do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed. It will all become clear in due time.
Isn't that right? Right?
Earlier you said, I've done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly?
The inner temple here is, here on this side of Dusky Bridge, is an isolated island.
That's what Sister Bikini said too.
And I wondered, right? Do you know what the police are doing here today?
What do you mean?
They're searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing.
Missing?
As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge.
Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night and...
I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place.
One? Where is that?
Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now.
Ja, das war ja klar, dass sie da drin ist, oder? Da drin hat sie ja trainiert, nehme ich mal an.
This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore.
So, they haven't searched that cavern yet, huh?
Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best.
No.
Which means, Trite, that you sent Maya Fey to her death.
You fool. If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with a search party right now?
You must have blinders on. My equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite, once again, a woman dies because of you.
Once again? What are you talking about?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you.
Because of me?
And do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey.
Mia?
You killed her.
No, that's not how it was.
It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy.
Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy personally.
Sure, Miss Fey's murderer was caught. But I won't bring her back.
Well, no, but...
You were with her at the time. You and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well then, I'd say you've learned nothing, Trite. You robbed her of her life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate.
I haven't sentenced Maya to death, no. Das ist jetzt ein bisschen gemein. Ist nicht unsere Schuld. Auch wenn es technisch gesehen eine extrem dumme Idee war, dieses Training zu machen. Wo wir intervenieren hätten können, aber okay. Na gut. What is this particular looking lock? Peculiar. Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of...
I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. Repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break the lock open would... Well, I'd just say the inner temple and the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past.
Ja, aber gibt's nicht irgendwie sowas wie... Gibt doch sicher Werkzeuge, um ihr Eisen durchzuschneiden. Ich meine... Okay. Ich muss ja nicht mit dem Presslufthammer da reindrücken.
Very well, then dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key. Sure, just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock.
There's no keyhole?
That's right. An interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it.
Then who was it?
Simple. The accused.
What? Iris?
When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance.
Warum sollte man die Tür abschließen? Es ist doch so dumm.
Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there.
Sister Bikini didn't mention it a number of times now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training.
So, Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now.
Iris is the only person who can open this lock. I hope she gets here soon. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out.
So, I should be getting back to work.
Wait, Godot. How sure about Maya are you?
There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You better start praying. You better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon.
Edgeworth?
Listen up, Wright. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never.
You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix, right? That's what everyone says. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Kann ich noch was angucken? Ich kann das nochmal. This scroll shows a picture of Misty Fey, master of the crane channeling technique. But why would anyone cover it in gravy? Can't make out what's drawn on this scroll at all. I'll never understand you Americans and your so-called artists. Artists, yeah. It's an antique dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix, right? Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch her things. What a pity, it's full of nothing but old clothes for the acolytes. Thought we weren't opening it. I'm from the prosecutor's office, I can do anything. Yeah, you can do anything, except stand up to a 9-year-old girl. Haha! Look at those wafer-thin mattresses. I'm sorry, Phoenix, right? Wafer-thin. Yeah, you know, thin like a wafer. In other words, uncomfortable. That's how we describe things like these mattresses. I guess you must say wafer thick or something back in Germany. Not about these mattresses, certainly not. Gut. Dann moven wir. I don't know, should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Ist sicherlich wieder Larry? Nee!
Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Ah, my brain. This is driving me nuts. Ah!
Something troubling you, Scruffy?
But please, don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir.
It was merely a simple greeting. A friendly tap on the shoulder with my whip. So what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind?
How do you know, pal?
Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not.
How did you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. Can't go through that little gate there, okay?
Me the one on that says no entry on it.
I am kinda right, he's snuck in there.
Is he trying to be clever or something? So what's behind there, Scruffy?
Kind of a godlike garden.
A garden?
Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out.
Ach so, warte. Ich dachte, das wäre die ganze Zeit... Ich dachte, da wären wir die ganze Zeit reingegangen für den Tempel. Aber es ist was ganz anderes scheinbar. Okay. Gut, das ist ja auch noch ein anderes Tor direkt nebenan, aber naja.
I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal, you got me?
Isn't it normally the other way around?
Well, see you later.
So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix, right? Of course, what else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Na dann. Oh, ja, ich sehe schon. Inner Temple Garden. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern?
Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here.
Don't you know, Scruffy? Avant Karma will always show up wherever there is a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here.
But...
So, how's your temple investigation going?
We have the best forensic team in the world working the place.
Forensic team, and what was the outcome of this scientific study?
Nothing, scientifically speaking. The place is as clean as a whistle.
That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that?
Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern and the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct?
Oh, das war... Oops.
They look kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. Results were... It's kind of hard to say, actually.
Guess I better look into them myself. About Maya.
Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet?
Yes, we heard.
He's got a search party out looking for her. But there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal.
Edgeworth?
He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here.
We'll have to wait, since she is the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern.
Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal.
Huh? I wonder what it is.
Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowning.
Sounds pleasant. Alrighty. Na dann, erstmal das Offensichtliche. What the heck is that?
Uh-oh. You spotted it, huh, pal?
Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya.
Yeah, before you ask, it's written in blood.
You will answer all our questions now, Scruffy, without exception.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Können wir talken or was? Ah ja. Maya, so these letters are written in blood.
Yeah. What's worse is, it's the victim's blood.
Huh? This is Miss Donim's blood?
You haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal.
Most interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down.
You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer, the result of my own special Gumshoe investigation.
Really? Do tell.
Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down.
Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Donim wrote these letters herself, in her own blood. You must be joking. That's impossible.
From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, It seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Stoneham's murder. At least, that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal.
What? True crime scene. So Miss Stoneham was killed here?
However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now.
Then what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? Ja, das, was sie gesagt hat, ne? Iris hat das Schwert da rausgezogen. Die war nicht halt schon tot.
What do you think, Miss Von Karma?
Surely a special gumption investigation would reveal the answer, no?
But wait
wait a second. Bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set all that up after the murder, right?
Sorry, but that's not an option, pal.
Why not? How quickly you forget, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Ever since the incidents occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out.
I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal.
I can't think of a counter-argument to that.
I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here.
If this really was the scene of the crime, then I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. Ja, eben. Nicht der Mord. Aber das bedeutet halt, dass sie irgendwie hier rüber geflogen ist, ne? Larry hat ja gesehen, wie jemand geflogen ist, also easy gelöst. Ja, dann ist sie darüber geflight und dann hat Iris die gesehen und das Schwert rausgezogen. Ja. So, was ist das hier? There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. Looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it too.
Apparently it belonged to the victim.
To Miss Elise Stoneham.
Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and this charm match exactly.
Sounds to me like this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Okay. A Korean Master's Talisman. Ja, es hat das Master-Symbol drauf. Worn by Miss Elise Stoneham. Found in the garden of the inner temple. Mhm. Eine geile hier Wasserdingens. Oder auch nicht. A little lantern, a little statue. It is certainly a quaint little garden. Oh. What is this huge bowl here for? Oh, das war Franziska.
Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it?
Everything else is completely frozen over. But yes, and this bowl has been broken. That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case.
Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Yeah.
Next time you're sleepy, you need only come to me. Got it? Ja, gut. Hier Laternen wieder? Also, Laternen. Torches, genau. There are a couple of torches here. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains.
Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. Looks like they've been lit pretty recently.
Recently? How recent are we talking about?
As recent as the night of the murder.
I was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think these things were lit up at the time, I guess. A broom ist scheinbar uninteressant. Ja, der Boden. Hat jemand schön den Acker gepflügt. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. And it's almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy?
No, it was me, sir. I was already like that when my man and I got here to start investigation.
If it wasn't the police, then who did it?
Oh, yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Just between the three of us, okay?
What is it?
It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it?
Understood.
Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see. I was so disappointed, I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got into so much trouble when I left it on the couch.
Is that it?
That's it. Ah!
Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Although I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. I guess that's it. Wie die Bäume, nö, schöne Bäume übrigens. Schön viel Bambus.
Bambus!
Gruß an Cuddy. Dann gehen wir zurück. I guess. Ja. Gehen wir Heavenly Hall. Vielleicht ist Larry da. Nee. Dann wieder zurück. Dann gehen wir in den Main Gate. Ja, da passiert was. Hazakura Temple, Main Gate. It seems you have a visitor. Oh.
Mr. Wright.
Iris, I'm really glad to see you. Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency.
Not him again.
Never mind him, we've got to hurry and unlock the sacred cavern.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Atreff, can we finish our conversation later?
Alright. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, right?
Hold it!
Wait, Atreff, I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, Wright, I can't allow you to come with us.
What?
I had to be the one to break it to you, but Maya Fey is in a rather delicate position.
What do you mean by delicate position?
It isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere.
Come on, Ashraf.
If anything happens, he'll be the first to know. Please understand, right?
But it's Maya, Mr. Wright. All that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct?
Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Excuse us.
Ow!
This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention?
She's right.
Thanks for reminding me. Die Franzi. Immer ein paar Schläge für uns übrig, wenn wir sie brauchen. Stimmt, wir könnten vielleicht das Cyclock probieren zu breaken. Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since I last saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini?
My. Hello, you two. How are you doing?
From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down.
Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince.
Is she talking about Edgeworth?
It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this happened. Poor Iris, she was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her?
Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw, there's no shame in that. And we'll see that your testimony wasn't made in vain.
Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Bluesuits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see.
Huh? Me? Ow! Oh, yes, you did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. You two are the only ones who've said that to me. Can't shake the feeling that I just became a shill to a shrew. So you have a problem, Phoenix Wright? Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that, but I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break those cyclocks of hers. Okay, also klarer geht's glaube ich nicht. Let's break some legs. Logs. Badababam. Elise Donim. Sister Bikini. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Donim had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mr. Glees was just an offer of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Donim's true identity. Der Anhänger. Crane Masters Talisman. Aber das bedeutet ja dann... Ja, wir gucken mal, was das bedeutet. Miss Donim had this charm with her at all times. God, but where did you... This isn't some cheap good luck charm either. Then... Oh, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean? It's a talisman, is it? Interesting. Oh, oops! This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Donim really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Miss Donim's true identity. One other? Achso, ja. Also das knüpft sie halt zum Titel des Masters. Und der Titel des Masters. Haben wir hier noch was eigentlich? Nee, ne. Knüpft sie an jemand Bestimmtes. The painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. Da ist das Master-Symbol. But the scroll shows the master of the crane channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her. Ah! This crest is reserved for the master of Crane. Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about. The new master, Maya Fey, told me. What? You mean that the acolyte is Misty Fey's daughter? Yes. Are you sure? Yes, in fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Fey's sole successor. Misty! Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all. Ja, sie ist verschwunden. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? The Karain talisman? It's a symbol of the Master of Karain. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death. Until their death. So Elise Donim was really Maya's mother. Now she dead. minimal sad. Die Schwester jetzt. Ja. She was Misty Fate, the master of the crane channeling technique. Truth comes out at last. It looks like we're making some headway here. Tell me, sister, after 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding. What happened? Well... Earthquake! What's happening? It can't be. Earthquake! Ow! Oh my goodness! The inner temple is kind of tremor might... The inner temple? The sacred cavern in the training hall, it might very well cave in. What? Maya! Ja, und Edgeworth vor allem. It seems to have passed. Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go. What? Where? To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? Of course, you run along now. People may have... I must get some first aid kits ready. Come on then, Phoenix Wright. They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. I just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright. You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Come on, let's go. Alrighty. Let's hustle. Gotta hurry to the inner temple and... Right. Ah! What are you doing here? How could I have... How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Ow! Hey! Why am I the one getting whipped? She's gone. No. Ach, ich dachte schon Maya. The defendant, Iris. She's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? So, it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness, his fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. Ist da nicht ganz viel Polizei da? Am Investigaten? Naja. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. And we need to get the manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth, have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous, why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake. Then you think my Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall's sacred cavern now. Alright, let's go. Achso, sie war noch gar nicht da. Okay. Fortunately, the sacred cavern hadn't caved in. But what we found
Something none of us could have ever expected. How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? Iris. Iris, please tell me. What the hell is going on?
I guess to be continued. Ja. Gut. Maya immer noch in der Scheiße. Am Frösteln. Die hat was viel Schlimmeres als eine Erkältung jetzt. Mittlerweile. Würde ich davon ausgehen. Also, ich kann mich gerade nicht beklagen. Ja. Ich hoffe, ich habe es einigermaßen hingekriegt. Musste tatsächlich nur einmal großartig husten. Props an mich. Oh. Ja, und dann werden wir mit diesem Cliffhanger dann beim nächsten Mal weitermachen. Und gucken, wer die ganzen Schlösser darin gepappt hat. Der Schlawiner. Oder die Schlawinerin. Ich glaube nicht, dass es Iris war. Wäre ein bisschen strange. Aber, sie war die einzige da. Neben der Polizei. Naja, wir werden sehen. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Macht's gut, Leute. Und tschö.